All right, so we're going to look at how to approximate solutions from a system of equations that we have graphed. So here we have two equations. We have our blue equation is y equals 1.5x. And so you can see that that's graphed here with the y-intercept at 0. It's going up 1.5 over 1. And then we have the pink equation, y equals negative 75 hundredths x plus 3. So the y-intercept is here, and then that one is graphed. The intersection is the solution, and so the intersection falls between the grid lines here, so somewhere between 1 and 2. So if I have approximate means that I am estimating that this is about 1.3. Someone else may say that it's 1.4. So I'm just approximating. It's about 1.3, and it's pretty clearly on this line too. So what I need to do next is see if that will work in my solutions. So I'm going to take the point 1.32 and plug in 1.3 for x and 2 for y. And I'm going to do that for each equation. So I'll plug in a 2 for y, and I'll plug in 1.3 for x. I'll use my calculator and multiply 1.5 times 1.3, and I get 1.95. And then on this side, I have 2. So when I look at that, I'm like, they're close, but they're not exactly equal. So let's see how that turns out with our pink equation. So I'm going to do the same thing with the pink equation. I have the point 1.3 and 2, and I'm going to plug in those coordinates here. So the 2 goes in for y, and then I have the 1.3 for x. So I'm going to multiply first, and when I multiply 75 hundredths times 1.3, I get negative 975 thousandths. And then when I add these two, I'm going to get a positive 2 and 25 thousandths. And again, I have 2 over here. So they're close, but they're not equal. Oops, I moved that up. So the question is, why are they not equal? And if they don't work out, is this the solution? And so I would tell you that when we're graphing and the solution falls like this one does between two grid lines, then we're having to approximate that. So we're having to estimate what that solution is. And so getting an exact, precise solution on a graph is not likely when it's between grid lines. And so when then I can test that out and see that this is close, meaning I made a pretty good estimate of what that is. So it's close to 1.32. This one is also very close. And so I could say that this is an approximate solution to this system of equations. It is not an exact or precise solution. Can you find a precise solution to this system? You absolutely can. And to do that, you would use a different method other than graphing. You would use substitution or linear combination, which is also called elimination. Linear combination and elimination are the same. And so the best way to find a precise solution for this would be to use one of those other methods.